Hello friends, welcome to Knowledge Village, and today we will take a look at some of the important text functions in Excel. So without wasting any further time, let's jump to the example file. So here in front of me, I have written various text functions which we will be covering today, and the first function which we will be covering is the exact function. What the exact function is doing is it compares two strings, okay, and it returns a true if both the strings are matching and false if anything is not matching. One important thing to note is it is case sensitive, okay, that is why I have written here CS. It is case sensitive, that means MIKE and MIKE, if this, it will match case letter to letter, case by case. So if there is anything in lower case, it has to match those particular text string in the first string in lower case. What I mean is, we will see by an example. So we will start this exact function, and the first argument is a text string, so we will go to the first column, then a comma, and then we will go to the second column. So I close the function, I hit an enter, and it returns a true. Why? Because this mic and this mic is matching alphabet by alphabet. Now if in this case, if I write MIKE all in smalls, it will return a false. Why? Because the first alphabet in the first string is a capital M, in the second one it is a small m. So exact match will always see exactly alphabet by alphabet, case by case. So I hope this is clear for you. Now we go to the second function, that is concatenate. Concatenate function is used to join strings. Okay, it can join two or multiple strings together. Let us see how it works. To start this function, we will start it. We will write concatenate. Okay, concatenate, and we start it. The first function which you saw when we typed that concat has been covered in a separate video. So here what we will do is we will go to the first argument. The arguments is the text columns in this. So we go to the first string, we put a comma, then we go to the second string and we select that and we close the function. Hit and enter, and it has joined both the words together. Now in case we want a space in between, what we can do is we can go here and modify the formula, and we can put a space in between the two columns. So once you do this, you see the function immediately puts a space in between the two columns. So like this you can add various text strings together. Okay, so I hope this is clear. The third function what we are going to see is the trim function. The trim function it trims the blanks in a text string. It actually trims all the blanks except those that are separating the words. For example, if I write here Nitin is a good boy, okay, and if I put more spaces over here and I hit an enter, okay, now in this particular case what it will do is it will trim everything, all the spaces which are appearing before the n and in between, which are extra spaces except for this single spaces between the words. Okay, and it will trim all the spaces at the end of the string also. So this is how it goes about. So let us see how. Let us take an example. For example, if I write here 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we leave 6 spaces and we write Nitin is a good boy. Okay, so we have Nitin is a good boy and we have spaces in front. So how to use the trim function? Very simple. You just say is equal to begin the trim function, and then you select the text which you want to trim of the spaces. So you select the text and you just close the function and you hit an enter. So now if you see, this text string has been converted to this text string, and the difference is it has removed the spaces which were appearing before Nitin. Now even if you type over here Nitin, then space is a good boy, and space, and we write fine. Okay, and we hit an enter. So if you see over here, what the function has done is it wrote Nitin, then it removed the extra spaces from between this sentence, but it kept the single spaces which is you separating the words. But what it does is it removes all the extra spaces from a sentence or from a text string. So this is how the trim function works. Okay. Now let us go to the substitute function. The substitute function is used to substitute one part of text with another in a separate in a string. So what do I mean by this is, for example, if I write here Amar, okay, now I can, if I want to remove the R from here in the last over here, and I want to replace it with T. So what I do is I will start the function as substitute, okay, and then it asks me where is the text which needs the substitution. So this is the text which we want to work on. So I will select the text and I will say comma. The next argument is it is asking us the old text, means what is the text which you want me to replace. So here I want to replace the R. So what I will do is I will write here R, okay. Then what it asks is the new text. The new text is what I want to replace it with. I will put a comma and I will say I want to replace it with a T. Okay. Now the next argument is the optional argument, which is called as instance number. Means it says, what it means is what instance of this particular letter you want me to replace. If you don't mention anything, it will replace all instances in a particular string. What I mean, we will see in a while. So first let me close this function so you get an idea for this. And you see over here, see the formula, we selected this column, this string, we asked the function to replace the R with a T. So this is what it has done. It has replaced the R in the last with a T. Now as I told you, this is case sensitive, because if I in case instead of this R I would have asked this big R, okay, and I could have hit an enter. You see it has not replaced anything. Why? Because the small r is not as a big R in the eyes of the substitute function. It is case sensitive. So you have to mention the replacement in exact case, not only in the terms of alphabets but also in the terms of case. So you have to replace whatever you want and taking care of the case of the letter. Now let us see what I meant by this. For example, if I have Amar over here, okay, and I will type here all in caps so we know what it is. Sorry. So now in both these columns I am having the word Amar, okay. So what I will do is here I will say substitute, okay, and I will select this text. I will say a comma, and I didn't type the full one. Okay, we will select the text, and then we will select the old text. What I want to replace is an A, so I will say A, okay, and then I will place a comma, and for with instead of the A I want an O, okay. So I will just close the parenthesis and I will hit an enter. So now as you see, substitute function went to this word. Wherever there is an A, it replaced all A's with O. Now for example, I don't want to change all instances over here. I just want to change the second instance, means the first A I don't want to change. I just need to change the second A. In that case, what I will do is I will go to the function and I will modify it, and I will tell that only replace the second instance, don't replace the first instance. And you see, fantastic, it has now, in this case, it has changed only the second instance. The A has been replaced by an O, but the first instance is not touched at all. Okay, so I hope the substitute function is clear to you. Next function what we are going to take a look at is the upper function. As the name suggests, it is a very simple function. It converts a text string to all upper cases. Okay, so what is the syntax? We type upper, we open the function, we select the text which we want to change into the upper case, we close the function. This is a very simple function. So this Amar is changed to this Amar, all in caps. Similarly, the lower function does just the opposite. See here, it is Amar written over here. Now if I type is equal to lower, I open the function, I go to this text and I close the function and I hit an enter. So now by using the lower function, I was able to convert everything over here to lower. Now even if I type here everything in caps, Nilesh, so see, even everything is being converted to the small cases. But not the case in the next function. The next function is the proper function. What does the proper function do? It will change the case to proper. What do you mean by proper? In this particular case, it will just capitalize the initial letter of a text string. So if I have over here Anthony, okay, now if I want to do a proper function on this, I will say is equal to proper, and I will open the function by pressing the tab key, go to whatever string I want to convert, and I will close the function with the closing bracket. And in this case, if you see, it has changed this Anthony to this Anthony. Even if I type here, so it takes care of, it capitalizes the small cases into the proper case. Proper case means only it will change the initial letter. Now in case over here, to make you understand better, I will write Nilesh. So you see, Nilesh is all in smalls over here, but when we use the proper function on this, the initial letter get capitalized. Okay. A very important function which is used in Excel quite frequently is the len function. The len function, what it does is very simple. It calculates the length of the string. It calculates the length of the string. But one thing to note in this case is, if you are having any spaces in it, it will also count the spaces. For example, let us see is equal to len, open the function by a tab, go to this column, select this and close the function. So what we get is 7. Why 7? Because when I typed Amar over here, intentionally I kept 3 spaces. If I type only Amar right now, it will convert it to 4. So now what we need to do sometimes is, if we want to know the exact length and we are not sure about the spaces in front or in back of the text string, we should use the trim function along with the length function. How to use this? I will show you over here. For example, if I have written over here Amar and I left so many blanks. So if I come over here and I will say length and I will select this text string and hit an enter, you see the length is showing as 16, which is totally wrong, right? So in calculation and all that stuff, we have to have the exact length. So what we will do is, we will change the function and what we will say is, we will tell it that please calculate the length, okay, but before calculating the length I need the word to be trim. So what we do, the trim function will remove the spaces and then we close the length function. So in this particular case it will return 4. So both used together will give you the exact length. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So the last two functions which we want to see is the left function and the right function. The left function, what it does is, let us type left and it extracts the number of characters from the left side of a string. For example, I want to extract A and T, the first 3 characters of this string. So I will go and select this and I will put a comma and I will tell I need the first 3 characters from the left hand side. So, and I hit an enter and you see what it has done is, it has extracted the 3 characters from the left hand side. Similarly, the right function does operate in the same way, but only difference is it will pull out the characters from the right hand side. Let us see how it goes about. Is equal to right, we open the parenthesis, we select the text and we select the number of characters. In this case we will select 3. So we close the function and we hit an enter. So you see in this particular case, O and Y, the rightmost 3 characters are pulled by the function. So all these are very important text functions and you should get familiar with this. Very easy to use and very beneficial. I hope you have enjoyed this video, learned something new in this. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your near and dear ones. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and share it with others. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications of new videos.